Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. DrYuriusPapers here, coming at you with another commentary for Marvel Contest of Champions. And today we're going to talk about heal reversal, regeneration reversal, whatever you want to call it, and who is the absolute master in this game at that. Well, Photon is the empress of heal reversal. We're going to go through her kit a little bit, and then we're going to highlight a 4-star. So I know I have a rank 3 7-star awakened Photon up here right now, but I'm going to take a maxed out 4-star Photon against the Wolverine in Realm of Legends. And we're going to see how fast it takes us to get rid of that Wolverine and how many hits it takes for a 4-star to take the Wolverine out. So let's take a look at her kit and what makes so this is a rank 3 awakened 7-star Photon who is only a 20 sig level. So what is the big thing? So there's really nothing in Photon's awakened ability that really contributes to this. It's a little bit. It's not very much. So the first thing is it's immunity to neutralize effects. So she's great against neutralizing mystic champs like Tigra or Rintra. It's the second one that's pretty good, and it's not the second one, it's the third bullet that's pretty good. The second one is good for her block proficiency, so it makes her a little bit more tankier. It's the third bullet that really kind of helps a lot with this, but you don't necessarily need it. It just helps. So Photon has a 25% chance to inflict one of her personal energy vulnerability debuffs on the opponent when struck by or blocking a light attack. So, and that's when she's struck by. So, or blocking. So it doesn't, that doesn't really matter as much. It's not going to show up as much. So the big thing that allows her to reverse healing is this 4th bullet. Whenever the opponent is inflicted with a debuff, Photon inflicts a non-stacking 80% Petrify. And what does Petrify do? Reduces ability power rate, so the champ doesn't get as much power when they hit or get hit. And it reduces regeneration rate by the listed amount, which is 80%. And that's a flat rate. So that 80% number appears whether it's a 2-star, a 3-star, a 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, or 7-star. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't go up or down. So that always happens. Now, if the opponent has willpower mastery active, it's removed, so they can't regenerate from willpower at all either. So with willpower, as you get debuffs put on you, you get more health recovery. That's gone. So that's another great thing about her too. Turns that off. Photon's medium attacks cannot miss. That doesn't really apply to this, but it's these next 3 that do. Both champions' first medium attacks inflict a suppression on Photon's opponent for 5 seconds. So suppression does what? Suppression reduces combat power rate. So that's another thing. Didn't want to do that. That's another thing. So in addition to this Petrify, which reduces the ability power rate, we also get the combat power rate reduction as well too from suppression, which is a debuff. So, and the reason I bring debuffs up so much is because for this to really, really work, you need to have this mastery on right here, which is Despair. Debuffs applied to the enemy reduce their healing and regeneration effects by 15% each. So every debuff I put on, it chops 15% off of that. Why did it go there? It chops 15% off of that regeneration, which is super important. And it adds to that Petrify that Photon has in her kit, which is that 80% Petrify. So we've got the suppressions that happen on every first medium. Photon's first and third light attacks inflict an energy vulnerability debuff, another debuff. So you could apply 2 of those. So you go medium, light, 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 medium. In your 5-hit combo, that first and third one put another energy. And those last for 10 seconds. The suppression lasts for 5 seconds. And every time you put one on, it triggers this petrify for a half a second, which if they've got regeneration turned on, all of that stuff starts reversing it. And then the first hit of either champion's heavy attack inflicts a non-stacking Sunder. So what does Sunder do? Reduces critical resistance to 0 and prevents it from increasing. So if you crit, you do more damage. And it's a debuff, and it lasts for 15 seconds, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So just by doing basic attacks, you can stack up all of these different debuffs in addition to the petrify, and if they're trying to recover health, it'll go negative, because you can actually get that number to go above 0, the reduction, I mean, above 100%. So when the reduction goes above 100%, then all of a sudden it reverses. So now if we hit them with their first medium, that's 1 debuff. If we hit them with the first and third lights, that's 2 and 3 debuffs. And if we hit them with another medium, it doesn't really matter. That's 3 debuffs we're going to put on them. That's plus the 80% petrify. That's another 125% reduction in their health, which is immediately going to start to reverse their healing. And the larger that healing number is, the better. And that's why we're going to showcase this against Wolverine. All right, so let's get into the fight, because we're not going to do this fight with a 7-star. We're going to do this fight with a 4-star Photon. So let's get into that fight. All right, YouTube. So we are going to start out our journey to look at heal reversal with Photon, and we're actually going to start with a 4-star Photon, and this fight here highlights perfectly her ability to do heal reversal. So this is a 4-star Photon. It's rank 5, only a Sig 26, but the Sig level doesn't really matter. It's all the debuffs. It's the petrify that we're going to be putting on. And in our masteries, what's really important is the fact that we've got Despair on all the way. So again, Despair, debuffs applied to the enemy reduce their healing and regeneration effects by 15% each. So we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this Wolverine just melt with this 4-star Photon. So let's get into the fight. And let's do it. So you see the petrify already, and you see the heal. So every time I hit, I put a debuff on. And you see it's just starting to go. And we're going to work our way up to probably a special 3, I think. There it goes. And we've got our energy form going now. Here's the special 3. And look at once I hit him with that petrify, you see those big numbers come out and just melt him away. Those big 1000s. Okay, we're going to hit him with this. No regen at all. And luckily I almost made a mistake there. Luckily I was in and that's it. So luckily I was in my my phase form. And that's it. And that's a 4-star. That is a 4-star rank 5 Photon that just took him out in 76 hits in almost less than a minute. A minute and 7 seconds. That is amazing. All right, so now on the back end of the video, of course, this would be a really cool video if we didn't showcase the 7-star rank 3 awakened Photon. So we did the fight in a minute and 7 seconds with 76 hits with the 4-star. Let's see how fast it takes us to do it with this 7-star. And this is not a synergy team. So I don't believe I am getting any synergies whatsoever at all off of her. You know, this is just the same team I had before. I just replaced the 4-star with the 7-star. And again, the Petrify is exactly the same. It's just she's going to be doing more damage per hit than she would as the 4-star. But the heal reversal is essentially going to be the same. Probably a little bit more just because some of the debuffs that are on are a little bit more potent. And we're going to, again, we're going to work our way up to a special 3 if we can. And then we're going to hit the special 3, and then we're just going to keep going. So we're just going to do basic attacks and a special 3. All right, let's go. So there's the first Petrify, and you can see the heal reversal already started happening. And man, he does not want to come after me now. There we go. There it goes. So we're moving our photon meter up. Okay. We would like to get... There it goes. There's the big numbers right there. You see the little ones coming off? The little ones are the full heal reversal just because of debuffs and not because of the Petrify. And there we go. Here we go. And you can see he's already down to 18%. This might take him out. So we're going to watch the whole thing. And it did not take him out. But one last hit, and he's done. Okay. How many hits was that, and how fast was that? Then this is with a 7-star, a rank 3 7-star who's awakened. Okay, here we go. It was 42 hits in 51 seconds. So really, I mean, there's a difference of about 30-some hits, about 35, 36 hits, or 34, 35 hits with this one versus the 4-star. But the time... The only reason the time is different is because I did more damage per hit with this champion than I did with the 4-star. But essentially, it's not that different. So if you ever have trouble with any heal champion, the obvious answer or to that problem, the obvious solution to that problem is bringing in somebody who can reverse that healing. And there are tons of nodes in this game that cause that healing to happen. And we need to figure out a way to reverse that. And the best way to do that is with a heal reversal champion. And Photon, in my opinion, by a far, far margin, hands down, is the most effective heal reversal champ in the game. I didn't really think very much of her when she first came out. But I got a 7-star of her, and I was just like, oh my God, she is so amazing. This is a great champ. She ranks within my top 5 easily champs in the game. She's got a mechanic that works very similar to Captain Movie Marvel, who builds up these charges, these kind of energy cosmic-y charges over time. She is in that kind of genre, and so she builds up these photon-type charges over time. And once she's got 25, she goes into this energy phase where she gets all these furies that happen, and she just does tons of damage. So, all right, that is the video I got for everybody today. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I will catch you.